Hi everyone, welcome along today. So I was asked, how do you adjust the water level in your WC cistern? Some people find they've got a little overflow running into the pan and they could adjust the valve down but they're not sure how to do it. Some people have not got a lot of water in the cistern, the valve kind of is too low and that means you don't get quite so much for the flush. So if you're having trouble with a flush, first thing to suspect sometimes is if the water level is low in the cistern. So we're going to have a look at this one. This is my own one. So, as you can see, this one is one of the most common valves. It's called a fluid master. There's lots of different types on that. Now, if I push the chamber down, you'll hear water go in, as you can see. So, the adjustment on this is really easy. It's this here. You can get a screwdriver on there and adjust it if you want, or you can just do it with your fingers actually, and just turn it up and down. And according to the level of that it reaches the height, is the level of the water in here. So it's very easy indeed to adjust these fluid masters. But this is the most common type. I will show you two of the other types that there are. I've got handy in the garage, I can show you. Here then we have a very common older type of valve. This is got a name as such, but you have a little swivel piece like that feeds the water into the system. This one's a bottom entry one, the pipe comes up the bottom, but you may have a side entry one. It doesn't matter, the valve's the same sort where it connects through the side of the cistern. Either way, the adjustment is this thing here. You can see that? When that goes up, the arm shuts at a certain level where the ball reaches the water level, and you can adjust it using this. Again, you know, it's just a case of, it's a bit tight on this one, I haven't undone it, but you just undo that nut there and unscrew it, and it will mean the level goes lower or higher according to adjustment on this. There's a little screw thing on the end there. They're a bit fiddly to do. I've got this one locked up at the moment. Hang on, I've undone it now, there we go. So let's just undo that, and you can see that you just turn that down. You see the screw there? So as I turn that down, now the arm's going to be at a lower level. If I turn it back the other way, it's going to be at a higher level. But just look at the level of the water in the system as you adjust it and get it about right for you. I like it about generally half an inch, quarter of an inch from the overflow pipe, and that's about it for me. Okay, so that's that one. Let's look at the next one. Next one up then is this one. If you've got one of these, it's called a Torbeck. And I'm pleased they're not so popular because I hate these valves. And this one's got this tiny little float here, and the way to adjust this one is fairly simple. This obviously floats up and the valve goes off, and again this has to be adjusted. So these are very simple because you just turn this round, and once you've got it round there, this thing falls up and down, as you can see. So you can adjust the height to whichever one of those little notches you want, and when you've got it about right, you just twist it and it will go into the relevant part that you want it to go into. So I'll just twist it in there and we'll say that's our level. So it's pretty simple, like that, up and down, find the level you want, twist it in, and that's it, locked. So they're easy to adjust but horrible to fix if they go wrong. So I'm not keen on these things. Again, you've got this little overhead feeder that will fill in through this plastic tube, and that's the other type. Now I haven't got any other types in the cisterns to show you at the moment, and I haven't been around any houses either on some different ones to show you. So these are probably the three of the most common, but there are others. But all you've got to look for is a little adjuster on all the valves. There will be an adjuster somewhere to adjust that flow up and down, because that's all you're doing. So one last common one is a brass, just a straight brass part 2 valve. Looks a lot like the one I showed you just now, except it's brass. And people said, how do you adjust those? Well, I'm afraid you have to get a pair of footprints on the arm and bend it down or bend it up. And it's the same if you've got a roof tank valve that's overflowing. It will be a brass, probably part 1 or 2 valve, and the only way is to hold the end, get a pair of footprints and bend the arm down, or a small pair of Stilsons, bend the arm down. If you want to drop the level, bend it back the other way if you want to put more in the tank. There is no actual adjustment on those, they're kind of fixed, but they're very few and rare today in toilet systems, but you may find one in your roof tank. Okay, well that's about it. It's just a simple one I was asked, and it's one of those things, isn't it, you know, you think I should know how to do this but I'm not sure, so come and ask me, it's okay. Alright, that's about it though. All my stuff, you know, to go, usual place, Derek and 33. Thanks for watching guys, bye bye.